That's right. The final went to the Parisian side. Once again, he sent it sky high in search of Budapest. Sorry, the Brazilian Gabriel Magalhaes, his disappointment. Marquinhos went straight to hug him. Even Geraldo himself went to hug him as well. Well, Gabriel Magalhaes' disappointment. He just couldn't believe it. But once again, Luis Enrique's team, this team with a clear identity that he has created, the Spanish coach who also plays, who had put on a show during the Champions League before finding the final. Here, he had to sweat it out, as we said, as Leo said, suffering until the end, suffering until the last minute, having to go to penalties. But it's a reward, I insist. A consistent team, a team with its own style that always knew how to play in every situation, that knew how to overcome difficulties, like the match, obviously, against Bayern Munich, a tough match that they started off losing, that at the same time seemed like they could have finished it off earlier, and that obviously they had to suffer through. Even Harry Kane's goal near the end. But I insist, a team that plays like clockwork, a team that has Safonov in goal, who obviously knew how to respond in key moments, despite one or two mistakes. Also, a defensive line that it's true, it gets maybe it's the weakest, the least flashy, but at the same time, it also knew how to respond in key moments. That has the two best fullbacks in the world, Hakimi and Nuno Mendes, or at least among the best. I insist. For me, they are the two best. Obviously, it's hard to find two fullbacks as solid as them who have given so much to PSG that the midfield has a lot of options. That they have a midfield metronome like Vitinha, a very versatile player like Fabian Ruiz, and also a key player like João Neves, who has added a lot of goals to the Parisian team this season. And not to mention the ones up front, Belé, Dubué, Varagelia, who have been so influential over these last 2 years, who are a fundamental part of this double conquest, this back-to-back championship for the Parisian team, and at the same time, also the substitutes who have known how to step up when needed. Barricola, Ramos, who have contributed their goals, Jair Emery, who has been the team's versatile player when others were injured. Here, for example, in this last part of the season, even in the middle of the campaign, he has played as right back, has been an attacking midfielder, and has also played as a central midfielder. Those backup players, that's something Luis Enrique has managed well, and well, each one has contributed in their own way. But anyway, Paris ends up with this back-to-back championship. I see there's the emotion of Luis Enrique hugging his players, hugging his coaching staff, and obviously Luis Enrique is making history, becoming part of the club. Among those with three Champions League titles, he won two with PSG and one with Barcelona. And on the other side, Arsenal is left right there, just at the doorstep of their first title, a team that perhaps obviously knows what their strengths are. Set pieces, their defense held out for a long time, obviously resisted for 120 minutes, even after PSG's equalizer in the second half, and they were left at the doorstep. They were left at the doorstep, logically. A team that won the Premier League well, and in this Champions League was savoring it again. And they end up without their first European title.